Hello and welcome to TEChBrits, your community-driven technology show, and a very community-driven few weeks we have lined up for you.
In the next few weeks, we are going to be having some of the best of the UK tech scene joining us on the show, and we're just going to be we're basically showcasing what they do online.
Exactly, there's some fantastic talent out there, and we hope that this series really helps show you guys what's out there.
So this week we want to welcome Mark, also known as MrPhatSlim. So why don't you tell us who you are and what it is that you do?
Well guys, my name is Mark, aka MrPhatSlim over on YouTube, where I do a technology channel which includes just doing app reviews, case reviews and a bunch of other reviews on other stuff and unboxing and things like that. And I also do a vlogging channel which I do just for fun, just to kind of show a different side of me rather than the serious side of the tech things.
Okay, so can you tell us exactly what it was that got you started?
Well, first I was doing weight loss vlogs, and then I got to watch Ty Moss, who also known as Ty's iPhone Help, and I was watching him for a little while and I really liked what he was doing. It looked fun and it looked as if he was making a lot of friends out of it and things. And then when that led me to watching more tech videos, and then I found Adam, aka Mr. Ty Box 123, and since then I just fell in love with technology and the whole thought of doing all the videos. So I started doing the videos, and then just one thing led to another. I got one piece of technology that led up to another, and it was just really, really awesome, and I've not looked back since, and it's just great.
Right, and who inspired you?
Well, my main inspiration to begin with was Ty Moss, as I say, but then I changed my mind a little bit and kind of off him, sadly to say, and then I started looking up to Adam, also known as Mr. Ty Box 123, and he was a big inspiration to me. He kind of led me to get the kind of, I don't know, the nerves to go in front of the camera and do my videos. If it wasn't a tech kind of inspiration, I'd say Mom and Dad, because they always taught me never to be sitting about doing anything and just wasting away. They always wanted me to do what I was comfortable with. They never forced me to do anything that I didn't want to do. I was to do what I wanted to do, what made me happy, and this makes me more than happy doing stuff like this.
Nice, so I'm sure like all of ours, your content's changed a lot over the years, so how much has it changed since you started?
Well, my content since I started has changed quite a bit. If you go back and watch my first kind of starting videos, I was really nervous as hell. I kept saying M and A every 2 seconds. Every time I said a word that had an A in the middle of it. And the quality was very poor as well. It was a standard camera, it wasn't HD or anything. And it had the big black bars down the side, which was really horrible as well. But it's really changed now, and now I'm getting a lot more stuff in to review from companies, so I'm getting things that I would never have ordinarily got, like I couldn't afford, like cameras, laptops, things like that. It really does. It's changed a lot since I've started, and I can't believe how much it's changed, and the content will just keep getting better and better.
So is your life different now to how it was before you started making videos?
Well, it's changed my life in a big way, because I've met so many friends out of it now, and it's not just, I know some people are kind of scared of making friends online, and they always say be wary and don't trust a lot of people, but I've made some of the best friends I've ever made in my life online since I've started this, and I'm doing so much now. I'm getting out of the house, doing a lot. Before, I went through a period where I was agoraphobic and stuff, and I wouldn't go out the house. I was stayed in the house for a full year without going out. And now I'm going to all sorts of meetups. I'm meeting guys like the TEChBrits as well, and it's just awesome. You make so much good friends out of it, and they do mean a lot to you, and you can tell none of them are fake. And it's just changed my life so much for the better.
Now I know that I have some real sort of fond tech memories. I just want to know, what was your oldest tech memory?
Well, my oldest tech memory is when I was in secondary school, and at the time there was none of these mobile phones about. There was nothing else. The PCs were kind of very crap, and they were, to say the least, they were horrible. And I remember my dad coming back one day and buying me a pager. It was a Motorola pager, a little blue thing, and at the time I thought, wow, that's so awesome, that's fantastic. And then after that, a couple of weeks after that, I got a Sega phone, and it was so tiny, And I remember at the time thinking, oh, that's just so great. And when you look back at them now, you're like, how did I ever survive using that? But that's my oldest tech memory of the pager, and it brings back so many good memories for me.
So in your eyes, who do you think influenced technology the most?
I would have to say, as much as I love Apple stuff and Windows stuff, I'd have to say Bill Gates, because he's a man that's done so much good. I mean, he earns all that money and he gives back as much as he possibly can. I'm not saying Steve Jobs didn't do good or anything, but Bill Gates is just such an amazing person that you think, I don't know, it's nice to see that guy getting that much and who's that high up, giving so much back and taking his time out of his life, which must be a busy life, to do stuff like that and give so much to charity. I think it's just an inspiration to everybody, and I think everybody should be like that.
So, the big question, Mac or PC?
Mac, although I own a PC which is crap.
So, iPhone, Android, BlackBerry or Windows Phone?
iPhone, although I like Android as well, so, but I'd say iPhone.
And what exactly was your first phone? I'm sure, like mine, it was a massive brick.
It was a Sega My 1.5, I think it was. I believe it was that, but don't take my word on it. It was a little Sega phone, a little black one.
What was your first tablet?
The iPad 2, which technically isn't mine, it was Ava's, and she'll kick me in the bum for saying that.
Now, this might go back to your fondest tech memory, but what was your first computer?
My first computer was a little crappy Windows PC that had, I think it was a 256 mega RAM, and it took forever to connect to the internet.
So if you were stuck on a desert island, would you rather be stuck with Twitter or Facebook?
Twitter.
Now, though they're two different services, do you prefer YouTube or Twitter?
Oh, the two of them are so different. I really don't know. I couldn't pick one of them. I'd have to have the both of them. I couldn't just stick with one.
So in your entire house, what's your favourite gadget?
Would have to be, at the moment, my iPod Touch 4G. It would be an iPhone, but I currently had to kind of get rid of that.
Mark, thank you as always for joining us. Why don't you go ahead and tell everyone where we can find you on the internet?
Well, you can find me all the time over on my tech channel, which is youtube.com/MrPhatSlim. I spend a lot of my time on Twitter as well, which is at MrPhatSlim. And also, you can check me out on my vlogging channel. I do kind of daily vlogs on there, which is youtube.com/fatsvlogs. I just do that for fun. It's your chance to kind of see a different side of me and have a little bit of fun with me rather than all the serious tech side of things. I'm also on Facebook as well. You can just search MrPhatSlim on Google and you'll find me everywhere. And before I go, guys, a big thank you to the TEChBrits guys for doing this interview with me. I've really loved watching all the other interviews you guys have did. It's a real inspiration what you guys do, and just keep bringing those videos out. You guys are great, and make sure everybody that's watching subscribes to the TEChBrits, because you'll be glad you did.
Of course, thank you guys at home for joining us as always. Of course, you can check out the little subscribe button above, because we're going to be having another great interview next week. And until next time, ciao.